gods of demo day. All right, something crazy just happened. So I don't know what happened. I lost connectivity, so I had to quickly switch to my backup fiber connection. There's something wrong with my main fiber connection, so I had to switch to my fiber, the second fiber. Apologies for that. Technical hitch happens all the time. But welcome again to the Power Series. Like I said, the show that demystifies the Power Platform to the barest minimum for low coders or no coders, to participate. So thank you and welcome to the stream. So last week we were talking about, we built a simple sentiment analysis flow. We leveraged it in Power Automate, and even someone tried to consume it from outside Power Automate in a Flutter app. Today we're going to do part 2 of that. We're going to continue with the AI Builder integrations, and today we're going to look at a few things. We'll look at a few of the pre-built modules, and then a customized module. So let's get into it. If this is your first time joining, please say hi from all the platforms you're watching from, so that I can, appreciate you and say thank you for joining the show. And if this is your first time, please share it, tell a friend to join the stream as well. So let's get into it. So I'm going to lay the premise for some of the things I'll be doing today. Most times, small businesses, large businesses, SMEs, you think about it, you have some level of processing you do with invoices, receipts, forms, document, and you wish there was a way you could automate it or make it a lot easier. All right. Well, in today's episode, I'll be doing series of demos that touch on some of these things. To work on a demo, you're going to need some sample data. I'm going to share, actually, let me share that right now. So if you want to follow along or actually get the resource from all I'm using, I just dropped it down there, right? So docs.microsoft.com. AI Builder. So everything you need is going to be in there, from the sample data, how to set them up and all that. Everything is going to be there. That's what I'm using. So the resources here. And I think I would also, let's see if I can drop that in the chat. Okay, yeah, I'll drop it as we move on. So it's all going to be there. But if this is the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and then we can go it. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do today, we're going to take a look at a very basic sample, which is the business card reader, right? We're going to take a look at the business card reader. We'll take a look at category classification. We'll do some entity extraction. And then the last bit of the things I would do would be the document processing. That would be a custom module. So if you're following with us from the beginning, we said that there are pre-built AI models that come out of the box with AI Builder. Some of them are preview features, which means they continue to evolve or change. So don't use them in production. You can use it as a proof of concept to test a few things, but don't use it in production. Then we have your custom modules. So custom modules are either you're picking pre-built modules and modifying them to meet your needs, or what you're doing is that you are technically building these modules yourself. All right. So take note of that. And today I'll be showing you a few of the pre-built ones which you can try out. And then if you have specific use cases, you can create your custom model. Some of it can be low AI brought from external sources into, all right, your AI Builder. So without much ado, let's get into it and let's start setting things up. So let's go here and let's bring. So this is what I was saying. I'm saying that for all your resources, let me actually copy this. And let's bring a new tab here. So let me know if you can see this. So this is the resource I shared earlier on. Let me drop this here as well. So it has everything you need, to follow along or to do what I'm doing. I've already gone ahead to install the sample data to prep and set things up, so we can technically, take it off from here. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and open, let's go to portal.office. I think I have an OCD with this. I'm trying to get to Power Automate or Powers, but I always want to go through Office, and then I can have access to all my, all my other O365 or M365 applications. So this is a tenant I'm using, and if you don't have a tenant, check my YouTube channel. I show how to create some of these tenants and set it up. So I'll probably drop it somewhere on the show notes, right? So let's do this. Okay, so open this up. All we're trying to do is just get to our Power Platform. Let's open this here. This is all we need for now. So no, not Power BI. Why is it open Power BI? So let's open this up. And then yeah. Where's that? I'm sure. Oh, come on. Let's rerun this again. And yeah, so like I said, if you wanna follow along, all right, the resources you need, the data, the sample data you need, is actually in the link that I sent. So let's do this. I think it's probably open the recent files. Yeah, I'm going to open the files and show you the files that we'll be using. Okay, so the first one, we're going to start with the business card pre-built module. All right, so with the business card pre-built module, we can actually use it to extract information from business cards, right? So you have an image of the business card, and then it will detect the business card image and then try to extract some of the entities, such as the person's name, the job title, the address, the email. It will try to extract all this. All right. Some of the information or some of the requirements. All right. Now, one thing you would learn. Let's actually go ahead and let me copy this here and share this with you. So yeah, we're in a default. Let's go to solution. So one thing you need to learn about most of this AI module is that you can use them either in Power Automate, right, as flows, or you can use them in Power Apps, so you can create a custom app and then you can leverage, implement it. So there's two ways. So yeah, so we're going to take a look at the business card pre-built model. And yeah, so the AI builder is licensed as an add-on to Power Apps. So if you have Power Apps or Power Automate license, there's an add-on. You have to add on for the AI builder. All right. Yeah. So you can use it, like I said, in Power Apps, or you can use it in Power Automate. Supported format: JPEG, PNG, BMP. The file size of the image you're trying to do that extraction on shouldn't be more than 50 megabytes, right? I don't think you have any call card that is 50 megabytes. So now, in as much as we're doing this as single processes, think about this as automating a batch process. Where you have a bunch of call cards and you need to automate the process, you can use this to do it. Now, these are pre-built, but you can leverage on the custom AI models to, train your own models that, review or that capture specific documents. And that's what I will do in the latter part of the show today before we close. And these are the output the model has been trained to identify or to extract. So from city address, so pretty much the city, the country, the postcode, the post office box, the state, the street, the phone number, there's a clean image of the card, cropped image after it captures it, the company name, the department, the email, the fax, the first name, address, full name, job title. So it's able to extract all these entities. If it recognizes it on the call card, it would extract all this information and you can save it anywhere you want to save it, right? So limitations to this. I mean, it's not limitations, but limits to the call, right? You can do a maximum of 24 calls, right, per environment within 60 seconds. So you can't do more than 24 calls within the 60-second span. You get some throttling, right? So take note of that, all right? So right now that you have this, let's go here and let's get this out of the way. And if you have any questions, all right, just let me know, and I'll try to answer that. So we're going to go straight into it and try to use it. So like I said, you can use it in two ways. You can use it in a flow, all right, or you can use it in a how do you call it, in a power up, all right. So this is probably using it in a flow. Okay, so you select an image and then you process. I'll be doing a lot of the manual. I'll try to do a lot of the manual stuff, right? So to help us do this, see, you see why I always like to yeah, let me open this to a new tab. Okay, so this is just this is just an example. So let's put this here. So considering the understanding that considering we have the understanding that we can extract a lot of entities from from these entities, address and all that from a call card, I want to create a very basic. Well, let's build on it, and then we can we can get stuff going. So the folder, where is the folder? I want to show you. And remember, these are all pre-built modules. Okay, so we'll try to do a few of them, and then we'll move on to the custom. We'll move on to the customized. Okay, so I had already opened it here. Sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and let's do dev power platform. Check. I'm just opening up. Where is that? Yep, power platform, AI builder. So if you go to the link that I posted, you'll get you will get something like this. Okay, let's make it large icons, right? You get a view like this, and then in there you see lab data, which is data for the various things you can do. But in terms of all the image stuff we're doing, you can do lab images, and then you can see here we have business cards. All right, so there's one business card here. Let me actually open this in an image so you can actually see it. So there's one business card here, very basic business card, and then there is a second one here, one in here. So we're going to use two just to show you that the irrespective of a placement and all that, the AI builder pre-built business card reader will be able to read all these things. And here, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to be a data scientist, to make this work. And then maybe we can go to Google and find a sample business card, and then we can run it. All right. So let's do this. So I think so. And again, if you install the sample applications, it creates this one, and then this one. All right, you get these three solutions imported into your solution, and then you can use the three. Okay, so I think from now it will be a good practice for us to create a new solution and host all that into it. So I'm going to create the solution per series. Okay, so let's say AI builder examples. Let's say sessions, or let's say AI builder demos. All right, so basic, let's say the AI builder. No, publisher. Okay, so CDS default publisher. Yeah, let's just use CDS. Yeah, so default publisher, just pretty much leave that to it. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Okay, we're just going to do very simple stuff. So now we have our AI builder. Where is that? Yeah, AI builder demo. So we're going to open this. So this is where we're going to create all anything related to the AI builder series we are doing. We're going to put it in this solution so that in the future I can easily just export this solution and drop it in, let's say, a GitHub repo, and anyone who wants to try it can just pick it and also leverage. So the first one, business card reader. So we're going to go ahead and create a new. So you click, so up here, right? So you click on the new, it has a drop down, you select your option. So this is it. So there's new. And as you can see, so you have your new. So you select your new. And then you do automation, right? And then something is going to pop up and you select it. All right. So let's go ahead, automation. And then we're doing a cloud flow. And then you can do, you know, an instant cloud flow. Okay. Right. So here, the steps. Let's undo this. So there you go. So this here, you go to, okay, you go to automation, right? Then you select cloud flow, and then depending on the type of flow, if it's automated, instant, or scheduled, in this way, we want to trigger it for a test. So I'll go ahead and do this and do an instant cloud flow. All right. Hope you are watching the part. Good. So let's do an instant. And this is going to start with a manually triggered trigger. Okay. So I'll just say we'll call this business card reader. All right. So manually triggered. You create this, and this brings us to the design canvas. Yeah, and if you're joining us, if it's the first time you're joining us, thank you for joining. This is the Mystified Tech Show. Sorry, this is Power Series, which yours truly, Samuel Adjoin. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. I'll try to answer them. Today, we're continuing from the Microsoft AI Builder using pre-built modules to extract information and also to learn how to use custom AI models. And currently we've started with the business card reader. So I'm creating a flow that allows us to read a business card. All right. So maybe I'll just do this and then show you, I'll just show you how to do that. And then your homework would be to try to implement it in Power Apps. I'm showing you in Power Automate, and you have to try to implement that in Power Apps. It's pretty much the same thing. You take a picture, you save that picture, or you send that image to, it could be this flow, or you can call it directly from Power. Maybe, anyway, let's see what time has for us. Okay. So click on add here, and then AI builder. If you don't see the AI builder here, you can just go in and type AI builder here, right? And then it'll filter it and bring you the AI builder. So there you go. All right. So you select the AI builder. So I'm going to select that. And then you can see AI builder has a lot of all these actions. Okay. Analyze positive and negative sentiment, classify text, detect and count objects in image. So this also you can use. Let's say you're trying to count a number of blocks or tiles or stuff. You can use this to do this. Detect a language being used in a text, extract entity from text with one or more custom modules. So pretty much. So let's go down and look for read business card information. So there you go. Select read business card information. And like I said, these are pre-built modules that Microsoft has trained. So you don't need to, it's just out of the box functional. But custom AI models allow you to build your own custom modules and implement them or consume them, okay, in Power Automate or Power Apps. So just have that in mind. Okay. So now select the image. Now, because we want to do this, let me go ahead and add an input here. Okay. And so let's add, let's see. Let's add a file input. So it will be a file input. So let's select this and I'll call this, I'll call this, let's just call this one call card. Okay. Or to make it easy, let's just say, business card, okay? And then this would be a file or an image, right? So that now when you trigger this, we are required to passing an image, and then we'll pass that image here, business card. We'll pass that image to this one, all right? And then whatever we want to do next, once we extract this data, let me actually start saving it. Now, let me open this and open this, and let me show you what we've just done. So it's a very simple trigger. It says that I can run this manually, and then I'll select an image. And then once you take the image, you run this image through the Read Business Card AI module, right? And then what next? Now, what you do with it after you've read the data is up to you. You can decide to store it in a list. You can decide to send it to via another API or something to your database. You can send it. You can pretty much do anything you want to do with it. All right. The flow, seamless and simple. Okay. So if this saved, it's saved. I think so. So let's go ahead and click test. So if you look at the top right here, there is test here. So when you click on test, it would allow you to test the flow you've just built. So let's go ahead and click test. And then this one will be manual. And I'll click on test. Because I've said manual and test, it will ask me to select the image. Do you see that? Right? So it's asking me to select the image or import the image. So I'll click on this. And I think we can go here and then lab images, business cards, and then let's select this one. So I've selected that image. The image is loaded. Now I can click on run flow. So now it's running this through the AI model, and it says it's done. So we'll see that the screen is going to change, and we're going to see the flow run, and then we can go and see the information that has been extracted. So as we can see, this was successful. We pass the information to it. There you go. And then it ran it through this, and see how that was fast. Now, so the outputs are here, right? So I can click here to download the output. And then these will show it in something like a JSON format. Yeah, there's a lot of info here, but trust me, it's extracted a lot of information. It's just that you're not seeing it here. So let's do this. Let's close this, and I'm going to edit the flow. Quite simple. So you realize that I opened a list here. Now you can use a SharePoint list, you can use a database, you can use anything you want, but I'm going to create a very basic SharePoint list. Okay, so here I'm going to create a new list and call this business cards, right? So I'll say it's a blank list, and this will be called business cards. Okay, and I'll just make this color, and because it's business, what symbol represent business here? Well, it's more or less like contacts. So this, and then if I save it in my, well, let me just put it in my list here. It's fine. And then I'm going to click on create. Now this list that is being created here hasn't got a lot of, so it has only a title. Okay, I can decide to, let's rename this column and maybe call it something like full name. All right, now remember that the business card reader is able to pick all these things. So there's name, there's email, there's city, there's mobile, so all these things. All right, all this information is able to pick it. So let's do something like let's say we get the postcode, the phone number, and the company name. All right, so I can add a new column here, and then we'll call this one email. So what I'm doing is that I'm just creating a very basic list that anytime I extract the call card information, I can send it to it. So let's say email, a new one here, and then I'll probably say phone, or let me say fax. Okay, fax. And I'm saying fax number for a purpose because I've seen that some of the cards will have fax. I want to do this so that we can actually go and let's see, phone number. All right, I'm doing this so that we can go and Google a random business card and then also try to read it, so you don't think that, oh, this is a it's prepared or pre-made, stuff. So let's say, let's another one. Let's say zip, or let's call this postal code. All right, there you go. Okay, what else? Maybe let's say, yeah, I mean, oh no, there's one important one here. So let's say company name. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome, Mr. Dache. Welcome. Okay, so pretty much we just have these. And as you can see, there's no data in them. Very simple. But what I want to do is to copy the list path here. All right. So I'm going to copy that. And then now I'm going to say that in my flow, I'm going to say that after, I read the information from the call card, the AI builder reads the information, I want to store the extracted information in my list. So here, I'll just type list here. And then this is going to bring, where's that? Let's click on SharePoint, and then I would create an item. All right. So it's going to connect. It's connecting to SharePoint. So this is a SharePoint list. There you go. So I'll enter a custom value. I'll paste this here. Hopefully, hey, my friend Mohammed, it's been a very long time joining us from LinkedIn. Mohammed, nice to see you again. You've been lost. You've been lost at the moment. Hope everything is okay. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate that. So, oh man, let's go ahead. Actually, let me copy this again. Yeah. Oh man, enter custom value. Thank you. Okay, there you go. Let's see. It says that so diversify tech. Let me go and see this. So let's do this. Sometimes this thing just okay. So let's go ahead. Paste this. There you go. You can load it. Okay, let me change this. Let's see if this one loaded. There's personal. Okay, let's see. Oh no. Personal. You know what? Hold on. Let's see this. Yeah, let's go here and let's do list settings. And then there we go. Web address. So there we go. This here is my enemies. Yeah, so this is it. This is my lists. All right. No, we're not lists. Hold on, let's see. Let's copy this and bring this here. Oh man, it's this. Let's clean this here and enter a custom value and paste this one here. So go here and do this. Okay, let me see this. Yes, it's been very long. Yeah, it's been long, my friend. Let me come back to the list here. I don't know why my SharePoint. Let me try this one. There we go. I don't want to. So yeah, what you're seeing here are pre-existing lists, but our list is not in there. So it looks like. Hold on, let's see. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the list. All right, I'm going to go back to the list, and then let's edit the link and let's see what we have here. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's go back to the list. I'll just recreate a quick one in one of those. Actually, let me check something. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take it all the way here. Get rid of this. So this puts it here. Yeah, there you go. I just want to be sure. I'm just trying to be sure of the. Okay, there we go. Pum, 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 pum. Let's do this. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the list. Right. We'll just create a very quick one. Here. Mystify. Yeah. So you see, this is. You know what, guys? Let me try this for the very last time. I don't know what's happening here. So let's try this for the very last time. And then I'll enter a custom value. And yeah, don't worry. Yeah, you see it. There you go. Sometimes it just misbehaves some funny way. Okay. So look at this. So the name of the list here, as you can see, I have business card. And then these are the entities: email, fax, phone number, postal code, company name. All right. Now these are the entities I defined when I was creating this list here. Right. So this list is just empty. However, if I want to fill the title, which I know, so you can see here, what you're seeing here are all the entities or data sets or modules, right? That is extracted by the AI builder. You can see them here. So I can just put them into our list. So for test purposes, let's put the title here. Email. There you go. Let's put the email here. Let's see if it captured. If it was able to capture the email, put it there. Fax number. If it was able to capture the fax number, yeah, put it here. And then phone number, if it was able to capture the mobile number, yeah, mobile phone, put it here. Postal code is more or less like your zip. Let's see. Okay, postal code, there you go. And then company name. Let's see if it was able to extract anything company name. Okay. And now let's save. So there we go. So now our flow is quite simple. All it's going to do is when it triggers, gets the image, processes the image, and then simply we'll go ahead and then, create an item, okay, in the SharePoint list. In our case, we're using an item. In the real world, you would probably be storing it in a database or sending it to, maybe the sales team or the marketing team to follow up or to do something, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and hit the test again. So save and test. Yeah, and if you have any question, just drop it. I'll try as much as possible to answer it. All right. Okay, continue. So again, let me import the image. I'm going to import this image. There we go. And then we're going to run the flow. So now keep an eye here. See that as of now, we don't have any data in here. All right. We don't have any data here. Right. So let's see. Let's go to the flow. The flow was run successfully. So it says flow run. So let's see what happened. So here so we send this information to it. It processed the information, got some output, and then created an object. So we'll take a look at this. So that's the site. It found the title, it found the email, it found the fax number, it found the phone number, it found the company. So now let's go and check look at that. It's populated it. See? Look at that. So account director, that's the title. I should change that label to title. The email is hwilcox@fabricam and all that. Now, so the question is, where is this information coming from? So this is it. We tried with this call card. So this was just an image of a call card, this image, right? And then our AI card reader model was able to read all this information and then store it in a database, right? So let's do this. I'm going to modify this and then let's add this full name. I'll just say name. All right. And then let's update this. This is title, right? So let's rename this to title. It used to be title before. Okay. And then I can come back to this one and then rename this to full name. All right. Now, what we have done now is to leverage it in Power Automate. Let's edit this, right? In Power Automate. Now, you could also use this in a Power App. So you can create a Power App with an image component. You scan, so you take the person's scorecard, you scan it, it calls the AI model, picks the information and sends it to your database. So let's say if you have a sales team that goes out and saying, hey, we want you to collect enough data, okay, for us to use, you can literally use something like this. All right. So time check 48 minutes. I don't want to. So it's the same thing. If you want to do anything along the lines of category classification, entity extractions, and all that, it is the same process. Now I'm going to do, I'll try to do 2 more, which is very common, a common use case for everyone. And then hopefully, if we don't have the time, I'll come back again to do 1 more episode on this AI model, which is custom AI model. It says, so can you automate this with any database? Yeah, sure. Like I said. So let me show you this. Now that we have, I think, let's show our advanced option. Yeah, so there should be 1 more here. Title, phone number. Oh man, let's actually refresh this. There should be an update to the oh, did I save this? Yeah, let's save this and go back to, no, cancel this. And then let's go back to our lists. Yeah, so yeah, you can actually do that. Yes, you can. Right. So let's go back here. I just want to check this because you AI builder demos, because the list has changed to include name. I just refreshed it so that the name will appear in the list for me to select. Okay, and then I can show you. I can actually create I mean, the use cases are endless. Like I can send it to a database. I could do an approval flow. I could put it into a CRM system. I could, you can go creative. You can go creative and crazy, on it. Let's see. We're waiting for this to run. Let's see. Okay. All right. So it's shown. And then, okay, so let's do this. So now if we came here, so now I see the full name is here. So we could now go ahead and select this and then look for full name, right? Now you can decide to say either it finds full name, right? Or so I can do a little expression. So expressions in Power Automate are ways to add some kind of like functionality. So I can do collace. So what is collace? So if you've done anything anything programming, collace is if you put any number of elements in the collace function, whichever first one which is not null is what is put there. So in this case, all I'm saying is collace either the full name. If it's able to recognize the full name, put it there. Else, if it's able to recognize the first name, just put it there. All right. So this is saved. Now, in order to test this for the last time, and like you're asking, can you put this in the database? Yes, of course. So here I can decide to say create an item or new step. So I can go ahead and say SQL, right? And look at that. There's Azure SQL, there's SQL Server, there's Amazon SQS. You can send it to any of this, right? Or you can create your own endpoint, right? You can create your own endpoint and send the data to that endpoint and it will be processed, right? So yes, you can do that as well. So for the sakes of so we don't doubt, let's go and Google business card, right? We're just Googling business card, random business cards on the internet. Let's go for let's look for images. So this same theory would apply to the next one that I want to share. So let's look at this. So you see something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and save image as, okay. Let me put it, yeah, let's just put it here. Platform AI. Okay, and let's call it card_1. Okay, I think I saw another one here that something like this. Let me open this and see. I just want us to find, I mean, you know, okay, I think we can still use this, right? This is, it says, yeah, so let's save this. So we're going to do 2 and then we'll jump to, wow, I can't imagine the way. Okay, no, yeah, I kept looking at this and I realized actually we have about 17 minutes. Sorry, guys. So then we can do card 2 because I was like, oh no, I'm not getting anywhere and this is, all right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and run this flow again. So let's test this. We'll do a manual thing and then we'll do a test. And then I can go ahead and import. Now let me know if we can use forms as data source. Can we use forms as data source in this case? So yeah, like I said, so you can actually create a power up. Yeah, so Mohammed, you can create a power up and drop the how do you call it? And drop the so there's actually a component. Maybe I'll show that. So some of the AI builder stuff, the Microsoft team has been gracious enough to create components that we can easily drag and drop on top of, your Power Apps. So maybe I'll show that briefly. So let's do this. Let's go here, dev, Power Platform. Yeah, so we have these 2 cards. So I'm going to copy this first one, Business Maker, and then we open it, and then we run the flow. Okay, let's be sure. Okay, so now it says it's done. And I'll try to open that up side by side as well. Okay, so there you go. It read it. Let's see what it picked up. So come on, did it not? Okay, yeah, I would have been surprised. So it picked the title as project manager, the email, the postal code, company name, maker, the full name, James Johnson Duo. All right, So let's go to our list and see if this added it to our list. And just like some magic, there you go. So project manager, it couldn't find phone number, fax number, but it found the company name and found the full name. Let's go and check our document if indeed, you know, that was true. So I think this is what we run. So I'm going to open this. Yeah, let's close this and then reduce this one, and let's compare. Let me open this up a bit bigger. Okay. So it found the full name as James Johnson Dio, correct? It found it. Company name, it just found Maker. Well, there isn't anything. Yeah. Well, so that's cool. It found the title, which is project manager. We can see down here. It found the email. And then yeah, it found the postal code, right? Yeah, so I can see the number here, but I'm not okay. So it couldn't recognize the number, maybe because of the plus or something. But as you can see, this at least gives you a first hand. I mean, we can do another run. Let's do another run with the second ID that we picked. So run the flow, we import, and then I pick this one. Again, we run the flow, and then so in my case, I'm just recognizing, extracting the info and putting it in a SharePoint list. You can pretty much do any processing you want to. So let's see also what this happened. So that you can see head of engineering, it found this email, and this was able to read the email, found company name, found the full name. Let's see what we have here. So a little refresh here. And there you go. So this is head of engineering, John Smith at your name, your mail.com. You found the number, you found the company name, just company name, found Alexander W. So let's open this and just be sure that we are it's showing us the right images. Yes, and as you can see, yeah, it managed to extract it. All right. So this is how to use the first one, that the business card reader. Now, like I'm saying, the other options are the same, right? If we came back here and I went to edit, right, I could say that we're doing, let's say, a power run, and then this could also be AI. So this is what I was saying. Your actions, right? You have access to all these actions. Okay, so it's the same thing. So if you want to do extract entities, extract information from identity document like a passport, right? You want to extract passport information, you can use that, or you can use extract information from identity document, and your flow will probably be the same thing. All right. So I entreat you to go, check this out and leverage it. Now, let me close this, save this, and then try to mention how to use it in like in a power in a power up. Okay, so let's go ahead, and then we'll talk about the receipt, and we'll try to do receipt and invoice processing before we leave. So if I went to this case in the flow, I can close this and mark this as done, and then this time again come here. And this time I'm creating an app and then a canvas app. All right. So there you go. The same process. New. You select, what are we creating? We're creating a new app. Actually, let's undo this. We are creating a new app, and then it's a canvas app, because I want to be making the modification myself, right? So this is trying to answer your question, Mohammed. So it's a canvas app, and it's just going to prepare things, and then so I'll do the phone form factor, and I'll call it the AI card reader demo. All right, and then create. So I hope this answered your question, Mohammed, and then also family line Daching. I'm sure, I hope this answered the question about can you put it in another database, this also helps. So I want to do specifically the receipt processing and the invoice, because I know a lot of friends who, in as part of their day-to-day work, they need to capture information from. And the good thing is that the AI builder also has models that can try to read handwriting. All right, I'll try to share that today. So let's say you have an app like, very basic app, right? So if you go to insert, right, and you look at the top here, do you see that AI builder? So the Microsoft team has been gracious enough to provide some components, that allows you to, um, that allows you to pretty much implement or bring some of these things into it. So for example, I can click here, and then you see it. So immediately, these are the readily available components you can use without having to. So you can see business card reader, you can see the receipt. Oh, don't do this. You can see the receipt processor, and then you can see the form processor. All right, these are the common uses of it. So I'm going to show you how to use the receipt processor, and then your assignment to be go and try to use the form processor. And then next week we'll show how to do custom modules where you can pick any custom form, right, or any custom document and create an AI system from it, right? So if you want to use this here, I'll pick the business card reader, and then this is what's going to happen. It's going to add it here, there you go. All right, there you go, there you go, there you go. And then, so you see this, if you look at the name here, okay, this is called business card reader 1. Okay, business card reader 1. So it does the processing for you. So if you say this is called business card reader 1, now we know that business card reader gets names and stuff like that. So I'm going to put a very simple label here, right? And then let's me call this label, let's call this label LBL name, or let's say LBL title. Sorry, I'm not going to do plenty. I'm just going to do maybe just a few of it, and I'm going to add another label, and then I'll bring this one down here, and here I'm not worried about aesthetics, and I'll call this LBL email. All right, cool. Now, so when this scan happens, what I want to do is that I want to set this LBL title to the title captured from here. So I can go ahead and say business card reader 1. You see it, dot title, job title. There you go. And then I can come here and say this text value should be business card reader 1 dot email. That's it. And now I've created a very simple application. So here I'll save it to the cloud. So within a matter of, I just did this in less than 5 minutes, right? I just created a simple Power App that is able to scan business cards and extract information from it in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll play it, and some people are saying that, oh, is this something you can easily get on your phone? Yes, if I'm using how do you call it? If I'm using the Power Apps app, I can easily show this on my phone. All right, so let's see. Okay. So yeah, so this is done, and we're just going to run it. And again, I'm going to use the same images. I'm going to just use it to scan the images. Okay, don't worry, we don't need to share this. Let's just go ahead and play or run the application. We have 5 minutes more. Oh no. Yeah, you know what? Let me actually try to connect this. Do I have a business card lying somewhere here? Yeah, but that'll be invading someone's privacy, so I won't do that. We'll just use it. So there you go. So this is the app. It's showing this. So I'll just say scan business card, and we'll just open this for me. So let's open this lab images, and let's open let's open just this image. So I click this, and look at that. It's processing it, processing it, processing it. And once the processing is done, do you see that? See, it extracted the image, the title, and the email, just as we said. And we have a copy of the business card. So you've been able to create a very simple, you've created a very simple, how do you call it? Business card reader. Now I'm going to leverage, so let's go back. I'm going to close this and then let's edit. I'm going to leverage the same thing. All right, create a new scene, and then we're going to do the receipt, which I promised to do, receipt processing. And it follows the same thing, right? Yeah, let's override it. It follows the same pattern. So if you can use that, you can either go the Microsoft Power Automate route, which is the first one that I did, which is selecting it, or you can use it in an app like this. So let's go ahead. I'm going to create a new scene, a blank one. So it's going to give me a blank scene. And again, I'll go to insert AI builder, and this time receipt processor. All right, then got it. So it's almost the same thing. And the thing to note about the receipt processor, like I said, it's almost the same as the business card processor, but it is also trained to recognize some modules. Okay, so some of the information it's trained to recognize is like merchant name, merchant address, phone number, transaction date, purchase quantity, subtotal, tax, all that information. So again, let's borrow from this. I'll put a label here, and let's just say for this one, I'll call this total amount. Okay, and then I'll put another label here, and then this one will say let's call this LBL tax. Okay, and then here I think I'll do a last one for the sake of time. So we'll do a last one here, and then we'll call this one let's say LBL merchant. So for my people that process forms or process receipts, this is for you. And the same way, this is called receipt processor 1. So this one, which is the amount, I'll just go ahead and say receipt processor 1 dot, let's go ahead, total. This one is a tax, so I'll say receipt processor 1 dot tax. So editing formula. Okay, let's see. Yeah, tax, there you go. And then the last one is the merchant, so this will be receipt. Oh man, we have receipt processor dot merchant name. All right, and maybe just the last one, right? Let's put the last one here, and let's do, let me bring it here, and then let's do this. Let's say this one be the purchase date, right? So let's do a BL date, and then this one will be receipt processor dot, let's say, yeah, transaction date. All right, solid. So I'll save this, and then I'll run this again. So these are all pre-built modules. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this again, and this time around, scan receipt. I'll use one of the sample receipts provided. So lab images, receipt processing, Contoso. Oh, hold on. Let's see all files. Yeah. So there's a sample one here. So take a look at this receipt. Take a look at this receipt. Look at how they've crumpled the receipt. All right. So let's see. There you go. Look at that. So it picked, you see that? It was able to pick the total. That's the total. You see the tax 104.40. It picked the tax. And then the merchant is Contoso. And this is when this was processed. Right? Let's go ahead and pick another one. Let's say sample 2. And then it's processing. So this is another receipt sample. And see this one is handwritten. That's something I want you to look at, is handwritten. So see, it was able to pick it as 14 point, it says 34. Yeah, there you go. It's still Contoso Cafe. Yeah, up there, that's correct. And then the date is there. So if only your writings are clear enough, it would be able to pick some of these things. All right, let's try the third one. And I think, yeah, we can call it a day, and then we'll come and do the custom. We'll do the custom one next week. All right. I hope this is being okay. So there you go. It's still Contoso. This is also handwritten, and then it's able to extract this information. See, there you go. This one was able to extract all of it. So in this situation, once you have this is a simple Power Apps running on the, I could run this in the Power Apps mobile host. So with this, you can decide to do any other processing as you want. All right. So this is how easy it is to create simple application, either using Power Apps or using Power Automate, to process, to scan receipts and extract information and use them. Right. So if this felt like something you want to do with me every Sunday, don't miss it. Please make sure you subscribe. It is your first time. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that if I release any video, you get it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please hit me on any of my social media handles. Till then, enjoy the rest of your evening, your afternoon, your morning. Go into the new week with positive vibes, positive energies. Let's make the world a better place through tech. I'll remain yours truly, Samuel Adranyi, and I am out.